So with that said, let's go to the biggest news in the lightweight division, and that's Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, some new news came out from Lopez's side, and it's his manager saying that they didn't get any numbers for this fight until late July. I believe July 28th is the date that they utilized. And it's interesting because now they're saying that now that they're not happy and they're not signing the contract, Bob Arum isn't talking to them, and that he's talking more to the media, and that they want to have more negotiation and conversation. So I get that, I don't know how true that is, but one thing that was very weird that he did mention was that he said, hey, maybe ESPN can throw more money at this fight, and that way we'll have more money to have as a fighter and to sweeten the pot a little bit. As you guys remember last week, I broke down the fact that ESPN is tanking right now in ratings, and that they do not have money. They are doing layoffs and they are losing sponsors. So I don't think that's going to happen. I certainly don't think they're going to do that for this fight. So I think that's completely out of line for what's happening. But some new news came in that was very interesting to me, and I really want to break this down. And that is Lomachenko is now taking even less. He took a second pay cut. So he was already getting his minimum for this fight, which was 3.2, I believe. That's his guaranteed. He's now going below his guaranteed for this fight so that it can happen. I want to talk about this and really tell you a couple points that I think are interesting about it. Number one, how many fighters do you know take less than guaranteed money for a fight? Like, no one does that. No fighter says, I'll take less so you can give more to the other guy so the fight can happen. That never happens in boxing. So this actually spurred a lot of conversation from people that aren't even Lomachenko fans. People that maybe even didn't care for him all that much. I saw people saying, this just shows me that Lomachenko cares more about legacy than he does money. Now, granted, with legacy comes a financial reward of it, but it does show how bad he wants this fight. And for a lot of people, it was very positive feedback for doing this and trying to just get this deal done. I think this is a huge signal to even Lopez's camp, which is, I want to talk about the second biggest point, is that this is almost a little bit of a mind game when you think about it. Now, Lomachenko isn't a big trash talker. He's a little bit more playful, kind of like when him and Luke Campbell were kind of squaring off in the UK, and they're doing photos, and Loma reaches over and grabs the WBC belt, kind of joking, but kind of like this is going to be mine. Like, he does little stuff like that. But this to me is almost a little bit of, a mind game to Lopez's camp. I know I can beat you, and I'm not scared of you. I'll take less than guaranteed. I mean, that's huge, right? I mean, that tells you how confident Lomachenko is going into this fight. I knew he was confident. I always feel like Lomachenko feels ready for a fight and very prepared. But I mean, this is just, it's a statement. It's basically a bring it on. Let's do this. You want more money? Here's more money. Let's do this. So I have to say, I was very surprised by this. I was very impressed, actually, that Loma was willing to do this. Now, there is people that are in a fan of Lopez that are saying this is all BS, that this is Bob Arum trying to sell the fight to make Loma look good and Lopez look bad, and that in actuality, Loma was always willing to take less money, and that this is just him trying to kind of play this game to get Lopez to sign the contract. I don't know if I would say that. That just doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. So that's my take on everything. Like I said, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. You guys were very, very vocal last time. It's great when you guys kind of let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. Anyways, let's move on to